Oh, dang it. I lost my shoe. Okay, I got it. All right, let's get over here. What's up, YouTube? Jamie here, D-Town RC, coming at you with another video. Kind of special this time. Not gonna lie. Stay tuned. I'm gonna show you what I got sitting right here in front of me. You're gonna like it. All right, guys, check it out. We got the Hornet. So this is awesome. I was actually looking at getting another older buggy, grasshopper, something like that. And this one just happened to be gifted to me by a good buddy, Jody. He got a couple cars from the RC Elf, and he had a couple Hornets. He said, hey, you care if I pass it forward or, pay for it? He said, sure. So check this out. I mean, not the prettiest thing, but luckily, I believe it's clear. We're going to do our own paint job. We're going to change up a bit, but we're going to have fun. I did open it, but I wanted to show you guys. We do come with black and pink tires, so we can, these not my flavor. Appreciate them, but I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe let someone have them if they're into the special edition. They can have them, but black, clear, so we can make her pink, purple, green, blue, whatever the heck we want, right? I'm going to like that. I'm thinking, I got an idea. Pull this guy off of here. Oh, that might be a spoiler, maybe. I don't know. We'll unbox him, and I might get started here shortly. Another driver. Really cool molded parts in purple. Battery door, Nerf bars. Never had one of these older cars like this, other than the Hot Shot build, which is not like this at all. Look at that. Pretty purple gear housings. Man. You got black rims, box art. We also got the white, which are cool. Oh, I hear a car door. Or someone. If my kid comes in here, we'll make him come over here. Purple tub chassis. I love that. More purple. More purple. I think that's part of why Jody's offered me this car. He's like, you got all that purple and pink stuff. Just kept thinking, that's where that needs to go. So I can't argue with that logic one bit. Grab me a couple bearings. Gorgeous. Look at there, buddy. So yeah, not a whole lot of parts. This should be a quick build. Guys, stay tuned. We're going to kind of go through step by step, show you this, show you that, and I'll get after it. All right, guys, coming in close before we get going with the build. We got our tub chassis, and then parts tree A, B, C, and D. Kind of see them. We get our little wonderful cow print sticker sheet. Driver, servo saver, rims, tires, bumper, and all the goodies. We actually got pink wheel nuts, maybe? Maybe they're for the wheels? Oh, rad. Little pink spindle. End links. Clear wing and body. Not included, obviously. You need a servo and a receiver to finish the kit. But how cool, this is cool because this one actually has oil shocks. So you get an upgrade over the Grasshopper going with the Hornet, as well as you got the 570 motor. I think that's right. Am I right? Anyhow, you got the big motor. You don't have the 380. So you got that upgrade right out of the box too over the Grasshopper. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get this spot filled with step 1, 2, 3. We'll see where we're at. All right, guys, as we can see here, step 1's fairly chock full of stuff here. So I went ahead. I want you to make 2 of these guys, which I mean you get 2 and 2. This just slides on as a hex. 2 of them, and you got your gearbox half. So I went ahead and just stuck my bearing in both ends. Comes with plastic bushings, but we threw bearings in there. Next, we're going to put this pin in, this gear on. I got to find that spacer, and then this all slides together. And we'll throw in this diff one, which is this guy, bunch of cross pins, and their spider gears. So let me get that kind of ready to put together, and I'll come back and kind of show you it going together. All right, guys, here you have it. We're getting ready to close up the gearbox. Make sure you put that guy in. He goes here. Our spacer goes behind that gear right there. One we couldn't find earlier. Make sure you throw some grease on your gears. We got our screws ready for the next step. We'll get this guy going. And we get to throw a motor in already. All right, motor time. Got the pinion on. Remember to use your Loctite. And the setting they show you here for your measurement. Now's a great time to make sure this spins free before you stick the motor on. Ours does. We got our parts laid out for the next step here. We're gonna get this thrown together. And then we got, oh, what's this over here? Oh, that's not our channel. Why are you watching our channel? I know, production quality. It's not the best yet. We're getting there. What are you working on, Logan? Don't worry, I won't put you on the camera. I promise. Oh, that's not stock. That's not stock. That might be stock. And those aren't stock. Oh man. All right, let's get back. We'll get this motor mounted. Then we start putting some spring-a-things on the back of the chassis. Let's roll. All right, guys, check it out. Got the motor mounted, looking good. We're coming down. These, I think, are the wing mounts are going. I put one on. You can kind of see that guy right there. We'll stick him on here in a second. And then you need to prepare these guys. These are your rear pivot mounts. Shows you springs up in there. And then once you put the screw in, you gotta flip the spring to the top of that. That's where we're at. So we're gonna go ahead and get that going, flip, get this other piece put on, and we'll see where we're at. Right on, check it out, guys. Next page actually has a lot going on. Using our pieces with springs on both sides, and then our big pivot pin's gonna go through there. Make sure you grease him. And then same step, we get to add all our Nerf bars. We get to put a bunch of this together real quick. This will come together real fast right now. All right, guys, she is coming together. Got the rear end on. Kind of need 3 hands to do it. These have to be on. They capture your pivot pin. You can see our spring down here, which he'll do a little more work later. When you put it on, you got to pull your screw back out. That one. Because you're basically just holding the spring in place until you get it on. And then you're good to go. Make sure you put grease on there. Get your Nerf bars on. Screws in. Looking like a car almost. Check it out. All right. Next, we're going to do some shock work. So, see you in a minute. All right, guys. I go and do these shocks off camera. However, they are quite unique, so I thought I would do one on camera so you can kind of see what they are, follow along in case you're wondering how they need to go. I had to ask my assistant over here. He's not happy about it. So, all right, let's check this out. You start with a standard shock shaft, just like normal. You got E-clips, but you're using this little guy for your piston. He's just a solid part, nothing special. Got him put together. That's over here. You got this guy, which is unique. This is what was throwing me. Little brass guy. That O-ring you put on it, and it's threaded. Kind of, what is this, right? So, got our body. We got this guy here. Then over here, we went ahead and set up that. We got that guy. This little spring. that guy. So, like normal, we're going to take shock shaft, put your little dab on there before you go pushing it through. Be nice and gentle. We don't want to rip the O-rings in the bottom of this. There we go. That's on. This one actually uses the shock cap to hold the spring on. So this, I gave her about 8 turns. I don't want to overdo it and run it up the bottom. So now it's just kind of like a normal shock, but if you look in there, we have a shoulder. We're going to fill it basically to that shoulder. We'll give her some fluid here. Close. Work a little air out. Marvelous. We want to be just above that shoulder. I'll put a little extra in just because you can see. So this does not use a seal inside the shock cap like a lot of them do. What we're going to do is now this guy, do flat side up because it's got a dish on the one. There. Use this little guy. Push him in. There's our extra coming out. Oh yeah. Then you want to take paper towel, Q-tip, wipe that out. We don't want that extra in there. Once you have that, then we need to take this guy. Teeny tiny. We're going to thread that into that threaded piece that we just stuck in there. This will seal up that hole. Not the greatest, because it spins, there's no way you can really tighten it. That's in there. Next, spring. Pull him down. I'm gonna put this guy on the top. I'm not putting the spacer in. I like it soft, so. And then that guy. And that's it. So, pretty unique, interesting. I mean, I kind of assume it's going to leak up through there at some point, but it is what it is. And that goes through, and then we're going to come back. We're going to go ahead and get these attached on the rear of the vehicle so it's not flopping all around. All right, guys. Due to unfortunate circumstances, we have skipped a few steps and moved ahead a little bit. So we were going to throw on shocks onto the rear of the car when I left off, and we did that. We have the metal captured piece here, which is kind of neat. I like that. A little bit of grease, like just a giant open ball cup. I like it. On the top, you just have a little spacer that goes inside of there. It's a metal one. Dab of grease, slide your shock on. He's on. So that's pretty cool. Once you get those guys put on, get this here. Then it's on to, hey, put your ESC, radio gear, servo, and all that in. We made our end links, or our steering link, sorry. We got one little ball cup, and then two, because your servo is off-centered, so you got a long one and a short one. Put on. Easy peasy. You can match them up to the diagram as you make them. Should be really close once you get that put together. So I got about to this step and realized the servo I had was just wasn't right. So I had to go ahead and order me a servo. I didn't like the one. And then also the kit, this kit did not come with an ESC. Other kits, to me, has had that little hobby wing brushed ESC. This one did not. No big deal. So I had to wait. So it's been a few days since the last little shoot. So I went ahead. I just run my Fly Sky receiver in there, but this was an Amazon servo, just cheap. I think they're like $13 now. But a 270 degree, so I could get plenty of steering and set my endpoints. And this is, I think, just like a clone of a Hobby Wing. Had some weird name. It was like 20 bucks. But it just, you got your little jumpers, set your forward reverse type deal on your lipo. So that's all that was. We went ahead, all you gotta do is put your little blocks on, put that guy together. You pick your rear mounting plate with your thread, servo saver, and then this little offset front piece. There's a straight one and an offset one. I did run into issue there. For whatever reason, this servo, let me see if you can, see if I can show you. Look down in here, there's a slot. That's where this screw for this post is supposed to go. There we go. I'll show you. Let's see here. That slot. We're gonna get light. There it is. There's the slot. So with it there, in front of my servo, this thing was actually hitting the front of the chassis. Sorry. And that was no bueno. Like I could have notched this out, but then I didn't know when it turned if the end of it was going to catch over here or not. So I just went ahead and moved back into that little groove and drilled a hole and put my screws up through there. So just one of them things. I don't know. So maybe it's probably just the make of the servo, the sizing of it. That's tight. I know there's a gap, but it's tight. So with that being said, that's what we had to do. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. So there's that. And then also, here, let's just follow along and I'll kind of tell you what we got. Yeah, see the screws come up through the bottom and those slots into the posts. And then throw your screws in the side Nerf bars. Since you got it over, right there. So those are all in. Oh, this guy, yet again, same as my last Tamiya build, you don't have these giant switches that they used to come with, right? Like most ESCs have a little micro switch. Now they're tiny. That one came with one. I cut it off because I don't care. I unplug my stuff. But this one, big switch is right in there. So they don't have those. I just did a quick 3D print so it looks like I have a big switch in there. Help fill that big old hole. You see it's just flat on the backside. All right. There we go. So I don't know what this one's for. Anyone know what these used to have in there? I know we don't have a giant base here watching these videos, but anyone knows what that is, or was back in the day, let me know. Shoot it in the comments. All right. So with that done, back up was the front suspension, which is pretty straightforward. It actually has you assembling these. How does that laying down? Oh yeah, they were facing me. So via the diagram, it's like looking at them from the back of the car. This one I didn't have any issues as far as, parts not fitting and things like that. It just has you thrown on this lower mount. It's right in here, just a U shape. See those? I think I'm on the CW01, the lunchbox chassis, stuff like that. Those lower perches. Same with this A-arm design. I think it's on like the lunchbox and Midnight Pumpkin. And then, yeah, we just throw our pin down, put our steering block on, dab of grease on some of those components. See. And then Yeah, this lower shock mount / perch where the bushing goes in there together. Little baby ball stud. That's all of these parts here. This lower mount, there's a bushing in there. Then you put your little ball stud right in there. And they're tiny. And at that point was the flip over. There you go. Then your assembled A-arm gets flipped. Stick one end in there. No one's captured under the front of the little skid. 3 screws. And then you throw your bumper on. 3 screws. So yeah, I got quite a bit of this done off camera. I got excited. That was my fault. I apologize. But the bottom's on. You flip her back over. Bang, bang, boom. And then these were another unique one. Actually, I've never done a shock like that, or pogo shock. Spring 'em a thing. I like spring 'em a thing. That's about right. When you watch them drive around, you think Dr. Seuss or something, man. They're just cracks you up. But so this one, it's very unique. So this is actually a rubber piece that you get. They give you a piece of rubber tubing. You cut it to the size you want, like a big bump stop inside the shock. But these don't get pre-assembled. You literally shove spring into that lower perch that I told you about, slide the spring over it, put your piece of rubber tubing inside the spring. This is your top captured piece, which has an O-ring in it to help slow it down. And then you put some lube all over your I don't know, your shock shaft, I guess you want to call it. I'll let you see that so you kind of see what's up. You look in there, maybe not. Let me touch stuff. Right in the middle there, that's the top of that rubber piece. It's just sitting in there on top of this perch. There's the lower part. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. There it is. Yeah. And then this is your upper cup part right here. There's the O-ring in it. They look a lot like this piece right here. Shove your O-ring in there. This one is the one it takes 2, so you can make it stiffer. This one only takes the 1. And then the pogo style, they boing up. Sometimes they get stuck. Sometimes you get broke free. You can see I got a good amount of goop on there. Yeah, she's gonna take some cleaning up and tuning to get that looking good and working smooth. But that's how she be. And then, excuse me, here you go. That's the one I put in. 1 O-ring, soft. And you have the option of doing a double, which I'd really, maybe if it moved nice and smooth, you could use a harder one, but it seems like the plastic parts aren't gonna hold up too well with that kind of abuse. And then, as you know, on this channel, we love putting tires on stuff. So I was getting close. I was really froggy here. So you got your 3-piece rims on this. Actually, I have them in black still. So these are 4 rims. Each parts tree has a front and a rear. There's 2 of them. So you got front, rear. Easy peasy. So it's a beadlock style. You have an inner and an outer, and then your center beadlocking part. If you look, there's a rear beadlock. It's real thick. It's got the ribs. It's like the bulk of the wheel mass or the rim mass here. So those are actually really hard to get in your tires. Tell you what, I'm going to pull one out and I'm going to show you how to get it in there, just because some people have a lot of issue. They're a very tight fit. So 1 second. All right, guys. Pulled out a front and a rear, and then opened the bag. I had 2 parts trees. So we'll pull out this front one here. Remember, good set of flush cuts. doing these kits. There we go. The rear, the rear is the same as the front. So, oops. Two skinny guys, front and rear. Front, as you can see, has the same size hole. Doesn't have any of the extras. This has the recesses already in for the nut to go in when you put it together. Fun to see. Let me just show you one. If I can do this without dropping it, I'll drop these all over the place. There you go. See? Just auto retains all your nuts for you when you go to put that together. I lost a lot of those. Do that over a mat, I tell you what. As you can see, it's definitely quite the difference. So they're hard to get, and if you're just trying to do this number, it's cold out here today too, and this is going to be a little more difficult. But anyways, start like so. You can really kind of shove that in there, right? And what I'm going to do, try to pull this front lip down over that tire, just kind of pinch, pop it out over. Try to get it split. So I'm making that fat. Should be getting close. I'm going to start turning that inside the tire. You're going to work that lip over that rim. That sides in. Same thing. A little at a time. Woo! Bam, brother. Bam! Oh, bam! Here we go. So then you're just going to line that one up. Give it a wiggle. Same on the back slide, y'all. You can see. I got to see here. There we go. Couple squishes. Wiggle, wiggle. Then you put your nut in and your screws and start slowly tightening them all up. So with those done, I went ahead and did the white with black tires for my car. As you can see, the next step after putting the rims and tires together, the fronts you put your bearings in. That's I want to say it was, oh man, 5 by 11 by 4, whatever that Traxxas front bearing was. Anyways, get 2 in there, 2 in there, and that's it for bearings on the car. These are the plastic bushings, so I don't put anything on there. Also, you may want to throw on some shims, maybe. That's pretty tight. The rear, however, had a little bit of slop going in and out. Let's see if I can convey it. Get real close. You may be able to get one of those shim PTFE washers in there behind the cross pin. But that's going to be personal preference. It probably doesn't need it. Depends how much you want to get into it. So there you be. Front tires on with the awesome pink nuts that come in the kit. And then obviously we threw our rears on. We threw our hub in. Cross pin hub. Like I was talking, that shim, that's PTFE washers. Stick right behind your cross pin. Take a little slop out if you got too much. And then it's like, hey, charge a battery and throw it in, even though you gotta, cut out a body and paint it, whatever. Battery door. I had to trim my battery door just a touch as well. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Oh yeah. So the last little snap shut. Oop, I'm sorry, my fingers there. This guy. Trying to kind of see it. That little tab there. I don't know. It's just I had to cut it with a knife. Just put a little bevel on it, so it would snap up in. It slides in like that, and it snaps down flush. That little tab with circles did not want to just pop down in there for me. So I just cut just the tiniest bit right off that edge. Sit down on there. One hand. Bam. Now she pops in nice and good. Yeah, before that would stay up. No big deal. So that, why did it feel like I moved something? I don't know. All right, we're moving right through here, so there's a lot of camera wobble and stuff like that. So I don't have it mounted as I'm doing this, obviously. All right. Whew. This is awesome. So another upgrade over your Grasshopper type cars. This is a Lexan body, which is pretty rad, and it's also body clips. So you're not like trying to unscrew everything just to get back in the car to work on something. Huge, right? I mean, just wow, love it. And we're not doing the cow. Sorry, we could, but I decided not to. I am gonna keep. It might be too much. We're gonna find out, but I'll show you here in a second. We did do a little bit of painting. We have to do some driver assembly. Have not even started on that guy, which for today on this car we're just gonna do probably just shooting black real quick. Maybe do some touch-ups. I don't know, maybe just leave it white for now. I don't know. I like looking through the windows and seeing the electrics. So Lexan scissors, chop out this body. And then we had to cut the wing out, which cut the wing out. Don't know why I want to paint that just yet. So we're down to driver wing. And oh, we got headlights to do at some point. It shows headlights on there, but we're not there yet. I think they actually screw onto the body. I think. We'll find out here in just a minute. Oh, did I miss it? Did I miss it? Maybe I don't have headlights. I have to have lights. Do I? Oh no. Come on, Tamiya, don't let me down. Actually, the lights are right here on the driver's parts tree. Oh, right there. Oh my goodness. Gonna see that forever now that I can't find stuff right in front of me. Spoiler alert, I do it all the time. Okay, so with that being said, here we are. Let's pull this guy over here. Are you ready for this? Now, mind you, this is a lot. It's a lot to take in. So I'm gonna turn you over here. You can imagine what it coulda, shoulda, woulda looked like. Now, mind you, it's not done. So be easy. There we go. Boom. So I did this all with paint, not realizing they gave you the stickers to do all of this. It just kind of stuck on. So I'm not the greatest with home masking tape for a body, but she came out good. She's got some metal flake sparkle in there. Will look good out when we're running on a track. And then that's fluorescent purple. Maybe I should have went with a brighter pink, so it's a little more contrast with the chassis, but I mean, whatever. And then backed her with some silver. Did the silver roof. Clear windows in this one, which I never realized, except for the front. And then the back one. Sparkly. Like I said, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of a clear wing for like a race buggy, how they have, leave them clear. And let me grab something real quick. I think this will help. So I was hoping maybe this will help. This was the inspiration for this car. This is my modified. So it's got fluorescent purple, pink, and a mix throughout. And this is the Pro Graphics job here with my number, some sponsors. This is kind of the idea of why we went with the white rims, the purple, pink. And we're gonna throw the number maybe right in there. Might do it up front like the new NASCAR. I got that one to go on. And we got some of these, which I don't know, that might go over the fender. That might look pretty sick. So I kind of like the big one on the hood. Put 2 of those on the fender, 1 on the wing, and then got the little Hornet, man. Which I don't know. Maybe I'll put a couple Hornets on there. Like, why not? I don't know, dude. That's pretty cool. We got some options to go with these guys here. And then later on, I want to make some stickers up and put like sub sponsors down here on the tub to the chassis, and just like some blockhead motors and I don't know, Pennzoil, Shell, Citgo, Taco Bell. Just cover that bottom part to really break that up. So yeah, I wanted you guys kind of see where the inspiration of this one came from that one for this one. So we have this one to run and look like that one. Yeah. So without further ado, let me get off here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on. I'm probably just gonna paint this. Dang it! What color should I paint it? Should I go with silver? I'm not doing 2 colors. That's a pain in the butt. Getting inside there and masking the inside of this thing off. All right, we'll see how this goes, and we'll start decaling some of this to get the front lights put together. All right, guys, we went ahead, got the lights on there. We decaled her up. Look at that. Still didn't pick a color for the wing. Caution, rotating parts. I love on off. That's probably, I don't know why. So yeah, we need to finish up the wing color, because that'll probably grab this Hornet decal across the top and the Tamiya on the side. I want to paint these guys and paint the back half of it black, the front silver, or vice versa. Throw us a decal on the front. I don't think it came with any for that guy. Make some KCs out of them or something. Put the smileys. Ooh, a little Hornet. Either way, yeah, we're gonna finish up the detail work and then hopefully get some run footage of this guy, because should be a little ripper. All right, guys, check it out. We didn't get the headlights done, but we decided on the wing. Check that out. I think that was good thing I waited. That really pulled off the look, I think. Kind of keeps it broke up a little bit. Got the last little decal on the back. Pretty sure that's the guy's name that did this. Juan Watanabe? Maybe? Is that is? I think so. I threw that on there just because I think it should be on there. Look at her. Don't know what to do with painting these lights. Definitely gonna do decal or something on them. Some paint. Make sure you got your antenna. You know, get no reception. I don't know how long that'll last, but looks kind of cool. Fits the part, you know. Guys, I mean, it's pretty similar. You don't want it to be exactly the same, right? I am digging it. A little on the fence at first, seeing the pink and the purple all coming together. I think it would have looked better on a black chassis maybe, but that's pretty rad. So, all right, I'm gonna finish up these headlights and we're gonna get some run footage of this thing. Let's go.
We'll find out.
What's up, guys? Jamie here, D-Town RC. Jody's here. We got our Hornets out. We're gonna let you watch us do some ovals, maybe some jumps, a lot of crashes, and we're gonna see how these go.
Hornet versus Hornet.
Let me get over to the driver's stand. A little bit of a tire touch there.
That was awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we're refrigerating it.
Oh, mine was nose high. Yeah, mine jumped with the nose up off of there.
Huh.
I figured it'd buck.
Oh, I missed it.
Uh-oh. These are quite a bit faster than I thought they'd be out here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I missed it.
Oh,
again.
no!
Dude, how did I miss it twice?
I gotta hit that a little faster, maybe. I don't know. That one's a little sketchy. We'll just do this one a couple times here. Ooh! Oh, good lord. I didn't think these were going to be upside down as much as they are.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we'll do a circle around here. I would just hit this big jump.
You what?
Do some circles. Oh, my brakes are not very good. I was pushing around the corner, hit the brake, and it's like, nope, we're going.
Okay, so
Here we go. Oh, a Hornet jump. Made it.
Very cool. You know what's so nice about these cars? They have a convenient one finger carrying handle.
Yeah.
They don't crawl good.
Heck no.
Too funny.
Woohoo! Alright guys, you just seen us out running these Hornets. What a blast these cars were. I'd like to thank Jody. He's the one that got me this Hornet. He's got the OG over here. Check that guy out. He's got his fingers all over it, but
Putting my body on.
it's pretty rad. Not to mention rad. Look here. Look at that thing.
The frog.
The frog.
Yet to run.
I might keep it that way. It's too pretty.
Aw.
Look at that. I'm pretty sure you did the whole build on your channel, right?
Yeah.
Flying Fortress RC over there. Check out that rear. Oh my gosh. I can't do this. There it is. That is awesome. I never realized how unique all these Tamiyas are from one another, you know? Like, These are awesome. We only got a minor damage. By that I mean dirt on the sticker. I'm pretty sure that's it. And they're a lot faster than I thought they were going to be. Let me hit this button. There we go.
Dude, I would love
Look at that.
to do a monster beetle class.
Oh, good lord. I need a monster beetle now.
Yeah.
Jody and I are going to discuss having more RC cars. We're going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Oh, the reverse. Yeah. Okay, we'll get a... Ooh, if I could...
20, dude.
What are you going to do?
See if I can do it.
Oh!
Guys, this has been D-Town RC. You are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Give us a like, subscribe. Go out there, run your RCs, have fun. God bless.